Nice.
Hi, this is Jeff. Today we're going to have another look at the 22 caliber powder actuated tool blanks, normally used to drive nails into concrete, but these chamber into any 22 caliber gun. And instead of bullets, we'll be using 22 caliber lead pellets. We'll attempt to make a betterified pellet using a BB and a pellet, and we'll also explain why gluing the pellet onto the end of the powder blank doesn't work. Now, we recommend you don't try this, but if you really want to, go ahead at your own risk. I don't really care. Now, with our gun, we use a cleaning rod with some marks on it so we know where to stop pushing. This is important because we want the pellet seated in the barrel and not fall into the chamber. So whether you're loading it from the breech end or from the muzzle end, it's got to be seated in the rifling. The lead pellet is just too soft and fragile to make the transition from the chamber into the barrel, and bad things happen. In our case, the blast, instead of going out the muzzle, came out the ejection port right next to your ear. Once the pellet is loaded, then you can load your blank, chamber it, and it's ready to fire. It's a lot like shooting a muzzle loader. With a muzzle velocity about 1,000 feet per second faster than a CCI Stinger, you might think it would go right through this water jug, but it didn't. It just left a dent on the backside, and the pellet was just shredded into pieces.
Oh, that was a nice shot.
Now, Matt hit the propane cylinder right on the seam, so he was kind of going through a double layer there, and it didn't go all the way through. Next, we'll try out one of these newfangled combo pellets, which is just a pellet with a BB hot glued to it. And this is something some viewers wanted me to try out, so I wanted to show you what would happen.
Wow.
Well, basically what happened here is the pellets separated from the BB just from the inertia. So we had two projectiles flying through the air. But let's try it again and see how it works this time. It's really hard to tell what happened, but it looks like the pellet probably separated from the BB again and keyholed, meaning it went sideways through this locker door. A lot of viewers want us to try shooting the pellets backwards, so we gave that a try, and the pellet actually keyholed through there, so it wasn't flying very stable. And I'll show you what it looks like in a second. The forward-facing pellet bored a nice clean hole through the deck of cards, and it disintegrated and broke apart as it passed through there because it's made out of soft lead. The other one just made a kind of a sideways keyhole, as you can see. The pellet was traveling at such a high velocity when it hit and went through that deck of cards, it was very little resistance to it, so the deck of cards just barely moved at all.
Alright, go for it. Yeah.
Now, we definitely had more consistent, more accurate shots with just the plain forward-facing pellet. You know, why mess with something that works, right? And of course, no test is complete without the Nokia penetration test. Let's see if Matt can get on target again and totally destroy this phone.
Alright, hit it. Yes. Alright, hit it.
And of course, Matt, being the Marine sharpshooter that he is, nailed it this time, right through the screen. And I think he hit the battery too. Now, is this something I recommend you going out and doing? Not really. You could break your gun. You can create a lot of lead fouling in your gun, and it's a pain in the butt to clean out. It's not necessarily cheaper to shoot this way. And still, we had a lot of fun doing it. It was a challenge, but we had a lot of failures too, which I'll show you in a second.
Go ahead. Go for it. Uh-oh. Oops. Okay, go ahead. Ooh, it was just falling over.
Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out our first video of these where we shot them through the rifle and also a semi-automatic handgun. It's pretty cool.